Greetings and salutations, Pokemon players, Pokemon fans, Pokemon lovers, Pokemon. We have the last game of week 6, Monai against Finchinator. Well, it wasn't the last game of the week. It's the last game I'm recording those, that's for sure. And what do we have here? Finchinator brought a relatively standard rain team. Landorus Therian is not something you see often on rain, but it's not the first one we see this season either. So I'm not saying that who is a trend, but something to watch out for sure. As for Monai, uh, Lando Ferro, Starmie, Scissor Q, and Black Latios. Okay. Uh, did someone steal his Tyranitar or what? Okay, this team is good though. I can tell you that much. It looks very hyper offense. Like it's a weird mix and match of things. Because you have Ferrothorn and Lando, and then you have four offensive beasts. So it's not here nor there. Usually you only have one defensive-ish piece on hyper offense 0, but this team has a bit more bulk to it and a bit less raw firepower. But hey, it works, so yeah. Let's see. What do you lead with? You lead with Ferro Thornier, right? Or Orlando, but I think Ferro. If was the Starmie set on this team? If you're Natural Cure, you can lead Ferro without remorse. If you're Analytic, I don't know. You lead something else. Probably no. You probably still need Ferro. Who cares, right? And for Finch, you probably want to rain up as soon as possible because your Thundrus is very strong into this. You're one Thunder para of just ravaging this entire team, right? So that's cool for Finch, especially if you have EVs who tank a Draco Meteor from non-Specs Latios. Now there is a chance that this Specs Latios, but I don't know. You will have to see in game, right? I think you lead Politoed. You can also lead your own Ferro. But you do the Ferro versus Ferro thing this early into the game. It's not the worst, but do you want to do it? Probably not. I would lead Politoed here if I'm Finch. And when I lead Ferro, that's my game plan. Kyurem on this team, Ice Beam for sure. It's not banned, come on. Banned Kyurem is not a serious Pokemon. Is it Scarf? Could be, but I think it's. Who am I fooling? I know the team. It's not. It's Ice Beam, Fusion Bolt, HP Fire with. I don't know the item, honestly. I forgot. We started with Abanberry, but what happened in every test is that Kieran got Draco Meteor through one by Specs Latios and always died. And so, like, you know what? Maybe Abanberry is not the play. I think this is Never Melt Ice, but could be also Chopper or Roomberry. Also, think that we consider. I don't know because when I never posted the final paste, but I'm going to guess it's Never Melt Ice based on how on what we discussed when we were talking about this team. That said, I think you lead Politoed, and you you don't know the Fury set, but you lead Politoed and just hope it's not substitute. It's not. Come on, man. And so, yeah, you lead Politoed and Ferro. Let's see. See if I got it right. Probably not. Politoed is a bit of a weird lead. Okay, Thunderous. Probably a fine lead, but Latios. Okay, yeah, you can just go to it anyway. That's fine. See what. Oh, maybe a trick. Okay, Scarf Latios. So this reveals that nothing else here is Scarf. And this is a bit of a double-edged play by Monai. because you do have now you have leftovers on Latios, which is very nice, makes you much better into Tandrus for starters. On the other hand, Scarf Latios kind of owned the air, especially if you could get a couple spikes up, because there's only Ferrotor near, and you also have your own Starmie. So if you push enough damage earlier with Starmie, you can, or even Cure Black on the Perro, you can maybe play for a Scarf Latios win, but he probably. I mean, I understand this trick. Now you're leftover, so you're actually decent into Thunderous, which the team itself kind of struggled into it. It's still not an answer, but it's a bit better because you don't. Because HPI does around 50%. With leftovers, it means you can actually switch in and not head to roost immediately. Now Politoed was leftover, so it was just regular build keep toy, which makes sense. Do you drop a Draco? I would. Oh, nice. Monai agrees with me. Okay, you see that Ferro does not have leftovers. This is a very important information and makes the trick stink a little bit more because this Ferro does not have leftovers. And so Scarflatius was actually insanely strong in this matchup. But, I mean, easy to say in insight, right? As for the play, you probably go to your own Ferro here. Oh, or Orlando. Orlando is fine. You get rocks up actually much better. Okay, you see rocks confirms that this is Carflando, although that was almost always the case. Mm, Starmie on Thunderous. No item shown on Starmie. Could be anything. You have to switch out your Thunderous here. And to what? Ferro? Sure. Skull comes out 15 is kind of low. It looks to me so this low special attack Starmie. It's an important data point because now you know that Starmie does not one hit KO Thunderous, not even with Rain up. And this might come into play pretty soon. Okay, Ferro on the Ferro, probably just spike up. And this is very dangerous for Monai, although it's not that easy for Finchinator. Okay, so what do you do as Thunderous here? Do you Nasty Plot? There's a Latios here. Do you Hard Focus Blast? 70% accuracy and a Latios here and one spike up. If you let Latios come in for free, this gets mega dicey. Like on the turn, it gets in because it Dracos for 25 your Ferro. Ferro takes spikes plus that 25, that's 37%, and Ferro is kind of dead then. Oh, U-turn. Okay, that was the no lose to Latios play, but it didn't pan out because I don't know, he read it or it just doesn't care. Okay, nice Leech Seed. Very annoying. Oh, double Leech Seed. Doubly annoying. And do you Focus Blast here now? Or do you U-turn again? I would U-turn personally. And I would mega win the game. Not the case for here. Okay. You're probably in range now, even if it's zero special attack. So, uh, switch out. Monai probably spins. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Okay, sure. Right, so the thing is that this time is very slow. So it is lower than Thunderous, and Finch probably ready to wind, read it. So yeah. Okay, nice pivoting around. Okay. Focus was miss. That's pretty bad for Finch because this Ferrotor is actually mega annoying. Power with misses. This still favors Monai because obviously Leech Seed. Like you'd rather both hit that both missed if you're Finch, but it is what it is. Okay, Latios. Excuse me? Hard Latios? Are we sure about this play, Mr. Monai? I guess we are. Okay. It's fine. And it's fine because you can pursue it now. And then your King Black goes kind of crazy. You need to spin too, obviously, but that's very doable with its army. Is it? You can only spin on Politoed and maybe Ferro. Actually, yeah, you can spin on Ferro. Right. So Latios died. Unfortunate because it was kind of nice still, but whatever. Sacrifices must be made sometimes. But now you go Scissor and click Pursue it, right? And that kills Latios. You know Lando is Carve. Well, you don't know it for a fact, but you can be like 90% sure it is. Hmm. But yeah, here you go. Scissor and Pursue it. There's no other real play. Okay, nice. And we click it, and what? Hello? Excuse me? It is Pursuit, because I know the team. You SD, but you don't kill Starmie anyway, nor Politoed, who, by the way, is also faster than you because you gave it a scarf. What? So you lose Scissor to kill Politoed. That is if you even not get bird, which apparently happens, so that's nice. But what? I'm so confused. How do you win now? You just lose to Latios. You have a Ferrothorn, I guess, but there's one spike up. What? Okay. Like, even if it's not, even if it's not a, oh, I win if I pursue Latios, which probably not because there's still a lot of game to be played, and you're kind of weak to Thunderous because your Latios died, right? So you have to do some real outplays and stuff. But each, if you don't pursue it, you just lose to Latios like this. Like this is exactly. This game is lost now, right? You lose to Thunderous plus Latios from here. Okay, spin, and but this is Lamberti, so you cannot even go for a burn. Okay, recover. Stealth Rock. Do you Scald? You have to, right? Okay, Scald. 14% burn, but it's Lamberti as we said, so this didn't. Okay, spikes. Spin. Okay, nice power whip. Survives. Ooh, but Skull doesn't kill. Recover to. Well, recover. You can recover twice. No, you have to spin. But your opponent can just click rocks forever. Oh, they don't. Okay, that's fine. Rocks would be nice, but also yeah. Go cure him, and if your opponent goes Latios, just immediately go Ferro, whatever. And you have to outplay the Latios a lot from here, but it is what it is, right? Okay, pools. Ferro can still win this game from this spot. It will have to dodge Focus Blast though, that's for sure. Okay, Curem Lando. This is Scarflando we said, so you just click Fusion Bolt here. If your opponent stays in an Earthquake, it's whatever, but you Fusion Bolt. And Starmie does not have Balloon. I mean, you don't necessarily need Balloon with triple Levitate plus Polyton plus Ferro, so I ended, that's fine. It was, I don't know what item it was, maybe something more offensive. Mm, I think you had to beam there as Curem on the Lando. You don't die to Earthquake from 80%. And if it's superpower, you've lost anyway if you switch to Ferro. So you do that, and then you Curem. And then your opponent has to go Thunderous, right? I think it's still kind of winnable if you okay, here you can start me with Fusion Bolt. Then your opponent went Landorus here. I think you beam if Landorus comes out. I think you beam everything. Latios included. You have to go for it. If you go Ferro, you just lose. Just stay in, man, and beam this guy. Because then your opponent, you have a 20% Cure and Black on the field. Your opponent goes Thunderous and clicks Thunder. You still have to dodge a lot, so whatever. Okay, and well, this is just game over. Thunderous sweeps from here. That's game, yeah. It's over for Monai. It's over. Yeah. Latius comes in, clicks Dragon Pulse, and Kiran goes to sleep with the fishes. Unless this is Kiran Black, which is not. Right. What a weird play. This SD which is I don't know, man. I mean that's an extremely weird one. I cannot even like what was the rationale behind it? I don't understand the logic here. Yeah, no, I don't know. I cannot even do a post-game analysis here. I'm extremely confused. Possibly more confused than Monai, because this is definitely a result of confusion. Like, this early game sequence went so well for him too, especially after this dodge. Like, yeah, Thunderous is low, you have one spike up, that's very nice. Ferrothorn is low-ish. Was Latios the player, by the way? Um, your opponent does not trick from here, right? What about if you went Lando instead? What are you saving Lando for? I guess. Is Latios the player? Well, since he did it, he must have thought it was, which I don't super hate it, although I think keeping Latios would have been much nicer. But then surely you go for the Scissor Pursuit into Curem Black. Not win, but almost. If you want, okay, if you sacrifice Landorus to the Latios, it's a bit annoying because Scarf Landorus is actually becomes quite dangerous for you. So I understand the Latios as well, but I think you have to capitalize on it then instead of doing that. I don't know. I think this was just a brain fart moment, so there's not much to analyze really. Just someone having a gamer moment and losing as a result. So what can you do? Just type GG and go next with a clearer mind. Anything else? No, Finch played pretty well to his standards. Like he made the plays that he had to do to win, which was mind controlling Monai apparently, and that's it. So yeah, that's it. That's it. This is the end. It's over. All right. See you next time.